It's hard to put a label on Leland Gourley because at 94 he has been an orphan, student, entrepreneur, soldier, politician, candidate, banker, city leader, and the role he has played the longest, publisher and editor. He is regarded as the founder of the local Friday newspaper. He easily smiles and is quick to brush over a less than perfect childhood. He was orphaned as an adolescent and bounced between family members. The lesson of hard work was learned as a teen.
I had 2 jobs. I worked at a clothing store for money and worked at a restaurant for food and money.
He didn't realize it then, but that is when he was introduced to what would become his life's work.
When I was a senior, I was in love with a freshman, and her grandfather was editor of the local paper. And one evening she wanted to go to the movies. It cost a dime. I didn't have a dime. She paid the way. Next day I saw him on the street. I thought, oh, he's going to give me trouble. And he came up to me and said, I talked to your English teacher, and he said, you're the best writer in Houston High School, and would you write the news of the school for our paper for $5 a week? I jumped at the chance.
At OU and a job at the school paper, Gourley was drafted into the Army.
And after the war, I got help from newspaper publishers, Jim Nance and Joe McBride, and we bought the Henrietta Daily Freelance. And so I was a publisher and editor, and after 2 years had a pretty good success with it. I was able to buy their interest and became the sole owner for 25 years.
It was an opinion he published in the paper and appreciated by the candidate that brought him to politics and a stint as chief of staff for Governor Howard Edmondson. He later made a bid for the job himself.
I wish you hadn't brought that up. I ran for governor, and the way I reported to my friends is there were 16 candidates in the race, and I finished 18th.
He's blithe about it now.
I was a Democrat when I was Howard Edmondson's chief of staff, but Ted Kennedy made a Republican out of me.
Still at the helm of the Friday each day, he likes to talk about his wife Vicki, whom he hired early on and has relied on heavily since. They've traveled the world and met celebrities and dignitaries, but kept their mission the same: tell local stories that friends, family, and neighbors want to read. As publisher, he's been elected to civic leadership roles and has been called on to serve in higher education, including OCU.
I've known all the presidents, thought they were all good, and I think the current one is one of the best, and his immediate predecessor, probably the 2 best ones of all time.
In all his roles, he has found a way to be heard, but none more so than at his enduring role as Friday's staunchest opinion writer.
It says on the editorial page, we give good advice, and if it isn't taken, it's not my fault.
It is for his devotion to his community in thought, word, and deed. We honor Leland Gourley with Oklahoma City University's Minder School of Business Lifetime Achievement Award.